Am I the bad one for chastising my husband? 31 female chastised my husband. 34 male for arguing with our kid. 10. Our kid has ADHD and autism, so personal hygiene is always going to be a struggle. They just got back from their grandparents' house and the grands told husband that kiddo needed a shower. Kiddo was already running on 0 spoons, so they refused to have a shower and ended up moving their drawers in front of their door to keep their dad out of their room. I was in and out of sleep during this because I'd been up all night in pain. Kiddo was crying when I got up and husband was in the front room ignoring them. I went to their room and knocked on their door. They told me to go away. I told them it was mom and they moved their drawers from the door. I asked them what was going on. Kiddo explained they didn't want to have a shower and dad wouldn't leave them alone. I asked about the drawers and they told me they didn't want dad to come into their room angry because it was scary. I told them to play their Switch or their tablet while I spoke to their dad and to stay in their room. I talked to husband and let him know why kiddo moved the drawers. Husband scoffed at that and said kiddo was pretending to be trapped and calling for him, knowing in kiddo it was their way of getting their dad to cool down and be playful with them rather than angry. I mentioned this to their dad and told him that I understand. It comes from a place of caring, but you need to know when to walk away from the situation. Calm down and then find a compromise that makes them both happy. Soap, water and a washcloth would have sufficed if a shower was out of the question for kiddo. Husband got angry at me for chastising him and I, fed up with his attitude, told him that I wouldn't have to if he acted like an adult and stopped picking fights with a 10-year-old. I don't like having to be the mediator between them. I shouldn't have to be, because again, he is the adult. It would be another thing altogether if he was a sibling or something like that, but he's their father. I worrying I went too far with that, so am I the bad one?